Hello and welcome to NFT Decree. I'm Barry and we are back in our daily Dark Country tournament. So another few updates on Dark Country today. A bit more information about what they're planning to do with lands and what you can do with lands. Spoiler on the article for the Flow network, so should be coming to Flow as well. Not quite 100% sure how that works. My only experience with Flow has been NBA Top Shots and the Ben Morrow Evolution packs. So I'm not quite sure what support Flow has for this and whether or not there'll be some sort of wax Flow bridge as well, which could be interesting. If I get a chance, I'll go over the release, the announcements at the end of this, but we are getting quite close to time for tournament time, so I'll just double check that my deck's still valid there, which it is. Nothing I really want to change that I can think of. Deck works fine. No, done. Hold on, need to sneeze. Wow. Triple sneeze. Very exciting. Let's pop over to tournaments. We'll hit register. And we're in. So, DeVito, as always, top of the leaderboard. Twice my points. Easily. No additional tournaments won for me. And just see how it goes, I suppose. Again, I don't know when this season ends. It'd be good to know, but let's see if I can't cement my second place position. I don't think I'm going to get up to first place. I think in order for the... What sort am I after here? In terms of fairness, right, I mean, the fact that DeVito can probably play both sides of the day. Whilst he does usually win, which may account for the points difference. And the fact that I can only play once per day and only on the days when it doesn't crash for me does put me at a disadvantage for coming top of the leaderboard at any point. But then again, also my poor plays and natural losses also keep me from the top of the leaderboard. But we'll see how it goes just now. So hopefully the game will start very, very shortly. We are at 6 o'clock, 6 PM. I guess this is fixed. So this works in local time, so it's 6 PM here, and this must be on European Standard, Central European time, which will be an hour behind? No, wait, what way does this work? If it's 6 o'clock here and 5 o'clock there, that would put them an hour behind. So actually, what is this time? They should either be the same time or an hour ahead to British summertime. Who knows? An hour behind puts them somewhere east of Ireland, doesn't it? Right, so me versus DeVito. Let's see what happens. So I'm going second, so I just need to hard mulligan for the Liquidator. And that is no good, but I do have 2 draws before I have to play them. Yeah. So not strong. I'll get that down turn 2. But then I will be struggling. So getting a free board wipe. Well, I still have to pay for it, but getting an extra card board wipe. So he didn't have the Owlbear either. Now if I go up, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll have 7 cards when I drop a... Even if I get the Owlbear. So I can't afford him this turn, but next turn he'll come down for 1. You know what, let's just... I know I'm coming off behind here, but there's not much in it. I didn't want to kill that to put a card back to hand because that would make potential free Owlbears. So it's 38-38, so that was fine. He took the exchange over me. I'll drop a bear, but now I've got nothing else to spend my money on. Those are a lot of high cost cards in hand. Let's hope that's enough to see me through. He's got his own one. So for 5, what can I do for 5? Yeah, so here in the backup card, so getting ahead here. So I could, and that's okay. I guess he got that for free off there. So I guess I just have to slow things down. So if I deal 2 to you, you have to hit into there. And then let's hope he plays something, one big thing. That's fine because I'm going to brainwash that. And then we're up into the 7s. So once you're on 7, there's nothing that can come down that's particularly threatening. So that does 7. Same thing, depending what he drops. I've got a handful of high value cards. That's okay-ish, I guess. I could get rid of it with a shepherd. But with 2 8s, I probably want to drop. Sorry, 2 4 costs. Drop both of them, and then if that changes into something, I can always damage it and get the Banshee down. So that's probably best for that. Then he's got Banshee for 5. Yep, almost certainly. So this is okay. I could just take that for 6, but then I've got nothing for 3. I could turn them both into cats. I could do 2 to everyone and Banshee. So if I did 7, what is my best bet? I take you for 6. I mean, there's just a lot of different ways of dealing with stuff here, right? Fine, I'll keep a lot of my stronger removal options, I guess. So that's okay. That's also okay. I'll burn the board for 4. That only leaves me with 6. Yeah, that's not great, is it? Really needed 11, I suppose. I still just wipe it. I mean, that would be great. I just need one more, one more mana. Nah, I have to keep some of these because I'm about to fall behind, I think. That's fine. That's not worth talking about. That's not really worth talking about. So if I drop you and you, I guess I just ignore his guys. So he must have some sort of board wipe and enough to take out this with the guys that are on the board. He's still got enough, yep. And then just bam bam. But that's okay, we're on 12, so I could take you and drop you. So that's also okay. I still can't quite... I couldn't afford that. Again, one more mana. This whole round would be different. So there's Piazza. And then what's he got for... 2... Yeah, so you can burn the board with that. I don't have anything that kills Piazza outright, so I'll have to Tornado and Banshee. Which is 12. Ugh. Ah, but you do. So what if I Papa Bless? That's what I want. So that cost me 3. And then you get wrecked. So I don't have a lot of cards in hand. He's built up quite a board. So you'll have the Archer or the Palu, whatever you call it, Pukwudgie. That's what I was after. Oh, if that's fine. I just can't quite take care of him. I mean 4. If I did 4 to everything. Killed you. Yeah, okay, so I do 4 to everything. I'll just drop you, play one of these. So, I mean, this again isn't hard to take care of. Another, not a tornado, but one of these, Van Meter Monster or something, is enough to wipe the board here. And he's got enough cards in hand that he probably can. Yeah, that's fine, I suppose. That's also fine, I suppose. So I need to top deck something good here. So 2 is enough for that. You come down. Do I play this? I'll just play it. Like if he's got another board wipe, he's got another board wipe. Either I get ahead here or it's all over. He's got a handful of cards to mine nothing. So there's the 2. Trades into that. Well, he's still got cards, so he could definitely burn that for 2. He's got another one. And then he's got an Incinerate to kill that. And then I lose. So there's not really much point in continuing, but let's go through with it. The farce that it is. So you, and then he's still going to hit me for 5 plus whatever he drops. Or he hit me. Yeah, he probably just ignores this, right? Nah, it's only cost him a cat that he can play again, so might as well take it out. So even if I get a Van Meter Monster here, there's an Owlbear for 6, but I mean that doesn't really matter, does it? Is there any point in even playing this? So I have an attack of 2. Go on then. Oh, traffic. Fine, so he takes that. I mean, you should just ignore this and go for the kill, right? I'm out of cards. So I need a Van Meter Monster. Or at the very least I mean, that's not really worth talking about. I can't do anything apart from hit him, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whatever. Make him do it. One. Has he got an Archer in hand? No, so he steals that. I can wipe the board. But it's not really doing much for me. How many turns can we go? So those cats ended up being beneficial for him. So you can get him for 2. I'm just dragging this out. I knew I lost when I ran out of cards. So it's my attack to 1. I mean, that was never the problem. Fine. I mean, I'm still alive. Let me just find that 20 damage card in hand, right? Boom, boom. Drops the cats again. Just... Oh no, that'll do it. GG. Alright, fine. I guess, you know, there was I don't play Lightning anymore, so I can't Piazza. I don't even play Piazza now I think about it. And that was a long ass game. In terms of number of rounds, at least, it was only 10 minutes. Right, round 2, let's see if I can at least take a game. So, first again, because that's how this game works for no good reason, hard mulligan. So even though I might not end up having a turn 2 play anymore by mulliganing that, I just have to go fishing. No real choice. But there's the owl bear, but I'm going to be one turn behind his. So still can't do anything here. He gets his owl bear. Oh no, of course, because he played card from hand. Yeah. So then I get an owl bear. But he can definitely get his if he has one. That's fine, I suppose. Can I do anything about that? I can now. What a top deck. So we burn you. We Papa Bless. Should have Papa Blessed first in case I got another owl bear. Then we're into turn 5. Turn 5 lets me do bits and pieces. I don't have a mute. Gonna need something. I guess we just take it where we've got it. Keep pressure on. Because then we're going to get into turn 6, and at least turn 6 turns on Brainwash. Can't, so he's got a Banshee for 5, obviously. Oh no, he doesn't. Interesting. Tricky to know what to do. So he's gone down to 1. That's okay-ish. So I just take you, I suppose. I mean, he took away a lot of my options there, so fair enough. So Pukwudgie, so they should take out that, so I can't damage it. And then, so the owlbear cost me 2, leave me with 5. So that's fine. With 5, I think I just have to play that. And then we see what happens. So yeah, I mean, I'll burn whatever comes out. I didn't kill that, so that's good for me. Because I burn you, I mean, I do want to keep that over this, but let's just keep going on with the damage. So, still optimistic-ish. Let's see what happens. Managing to clear his board there was beneficial, but I have given up a lot to do so. So 6, 10. If he doesn't get rid of this, that's 12, 13, 14. Or I could do 3 with that, whatever way you want to do it. So he's going to target this to remove it. Oh no, he's not. So what's he got for 2? An Incinerate? Fine. What is the... So I'm definitely going in there for 2. So I need another 8. I guess... I've got 9 though. 6 at 3... So I could do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I think I have to drop that. Because I just need to get through with a couple of bits of damage, and then next turn I can finish him off. So it's 3, 4, 5. So I just need to have 3 left on the board here. So that's not a problem. And yeah, none of that's a problem. So 4, 5, 6. Doesn't really matter what way round I do this. So 1, 1. So again, my start there was much better. I didn't get the cards I wanted immediately, but I have to go faster than his deck to stand a chance. Now, I don't know what his mulligan strategy is. I don't know if I can see what his mulligan strategy is. But he should obviously be fishing for owlbears. Same as me. So sack off all of those. So 3 go. So I don't know. It didn't look like he sacked many off. So if he doesn't have an owlbear, I'd be interested. And that's what I want. This is pretty good as far as hands go. So he's got nothing. So I liquidate her to slow him down for a turn. He just needs an ignition to get rid of it, which is fine. Then I will draw. Not great, but it gives me a bigger mountain lion next turn. So if he gets a bear here, he's gone fishing as well. Fine. So I will drop you. So it's really just a race to get your big bodies down first. Here, I might stall. Like, this isn't a strong hand at all. But if he can't deal with this, then he falls behind a little bit. Yeah, that's okay. So I've got 5. So now he's got some problems to deal with. So he needs to mute this and this. So he needs a fanatic for this, and he needs a something else for this. He needs a ignition. Sorry, I keep calling it incinerate. Call it fireball. It's a fireball. So that's fine. They traded. He's got that, but I can take care of that, no problem. So I burn you. I get over the top again, and again. And I've got 5. So he could Banshee this. I guess I keep that for anything too bad. It's not great. I've got this for next turn. So that's fine. It's gone, but no worries. 5, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a 6. I mean, I'm no worse off. I just need to get him low enough because I've got 5 in hand. So I need to do 5 more damage. That is, I mean, I'm obviously going to mute that. So if I do, so I mute that. And did I just stop that coming in? I mean, if I'm going to play that, I should have played it before this. And if I play any more cards from hand, this loses some value. If I do 2... Oh no, I've got 5, so I can do 2 to everything. And I can just ignition that away. So I'm going up to 9. So let's see if he thinks that's worth dealing with. Got a lot of cards, got a lot of mana. This is now pretty useless. I should have got that down earlier, really. Probably last turn. And muted that, and then just worried about it from there. That's fine, I guess. So, Papa Bless. I suppose I just take out you. So I need to not die now. I know he's low, but I don't have a lot of removal options. So I'm relying on Sylvia next turn to do something magic. That's not good. So he probably takes out that because he needs to stop himself dying. And then swings in for 6. Does another 2. I mean, I can get most of the way there, right? So this isn't so bad, I suppose. So I'm going to deal 3 somewhere. Fine, so just kind of... If he's got a brainwash, then that's pointless. Nothing's got last word. I need to survive. I need to survive. Because that does 3, that does 3, and that does 3. So that's 9 damage, which is enough. I can get a Fire Spirit and you off next time. If he's got Brainwash, then it's game over. If he doesn't have Brainwash, oh well, that'll do as well. So he comes in for 6, 6, 6, 3, so dead. Fuck! What a disaster. And then he kills me, so I don't know what he's... There's no need. Yeah, if we went one more turn, maybe. Didn't get many good cards from Sylvia. I needed some sort of removal. I really needed a Blood Rain. If I had a Blood Rain out of that, I would have got 8 hit points back from the Owlbear and 6 less damage, so it'd be like a 14-point swing. And then I would have hopefully survived the 2 turns. But you never know. I don't understand how Deviro ends up with so many cards in hand. I mean, I guess he's got more of the Calipalix and the Shadows, and I guess both of them feed into... So if we just have a look at the cards, so he's got the Shadows, which put a card back in hand when they die, the Calipalix on deploy, so that feeds into the Mountain Lions to make them a little larger, although he didn't have any properly massive Mountain Lions there. But he just always got an answer. Let's go back into this. So this depends what you're up against, doesn't it? So I need the Blesses, I need the Fanatics. I don't need the Wolf. Although it was quite good there. These are fine. These are... yeah, they're fine. You want to be able to use them when you see them. These are fine. Maybe I'll go down. You want them again. The Archers for direct damage, Brainwash. I guess the Ritual Masters. You want all of these. You want all these things and more. You need the Initians to take care of the Liquidators. The Poison Dart. I mean, do I just assume that I can get another? Can I just assume that I can deal with things another way? Like, it was difficult for the big body deck that I played the other day. But it's not really done too much for me. It did save me some damage, but it wouldn't have saved me more damage than another Mute. I actually think I take Poison Dart out and I go searching for another Mute card. Let's see. So nothing in there. So a lot of Mutes around about the 5 cost. Mute. I mean, you want a cheap Mute, so if the cheapest one I can get is 5, That one there, 6-4. I mean, the 4 body's not as good as a 4-6, for example. Anything else that's worth considering? I go a 3rd Banshee for removal. I go a 3rd Brainwash for removal. I go for the Mermaid. That sort of last word style effect is pretty worthwhile. 6 cost. Sort of proactive 6 cost. I don't have any sort of proactive 6 costs. I have no proactive 5 costs either. So it's a pretty sparse area there. Definitely don't want a chart. Not worth it. I mean, the Fogman would have been good. Theoretically. There's nothing else in there that's worth having. So the choice is Mermaid, which is decent because, like, if you don't brainwash it, then, like, if you try and damage it to get rid of it, it just flips to the Raging Mermaid, 4-8. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Anything else worth having? Nope. Target creature gets Guardian. Nope. That might actually be okay. Because this deck often wants to be going for the face, right? So if you get something down, you get something like a Dark Priest down, isn't killed, and then you give it this and start swinging, it's a lot of damage and it's a big body to deal with. Or same with an Owlbear with this on it. Becomes very difficult to deal with. That's all a little bit optimistic. I run out of cards a lot. This would be decent. And cultists can include more liquidators. Or this guy, or anything really. Let's go for... like, mutes are good. But not as good as removal. I go for just a big body. 7 cost bid body. Everything's already 7 cost. You're not that useful. I think it might have to be the Mermaid after all. Or maybe it's Piazza again. There's so few spells, and not having lightning means you've not got that as a finisher. Inspire does nothing. 4-6, destroy a totem, not that useful. Let's try Widow then. Let's just put in a Widow. Being able to, when you can't kill something, although I'd be as well putting in another Brainwash as a Widow, right? Yeah, I would be as well putting in another Brainwash as a Widow. I know it costs one more and doesn't have a body. Well, it comes a 2-1 on your side of the board, but that is what it just removes the threat, right, rather than, because it's still going to be a big body. Whatever you're muting typically will be a big body, so you're as well just getting rid of it, so it still can't be hitting you for 6, for example. Alright, that's the changes, and that's that. So I did say I was going to have a quick look at the updates for lands, did I not? Let's just exit that. So if I move this over here. So Dark Country lands. So I read this a bit. I kind of get it, I kind of don't get it. But let's go over it, my understanding. So you've got the 3 levels, you've got the world map, you've got the continent map, and the land plot. So you can own a land plot on one of the continents, which represent the different blockchains, Flow or Wax, and then the world map, which is, I don't know, like the... no, the world map's a blockchain. The continent's a piece of the world on that blockchain, and the land's on the continent. Fine. Yes, you can buy the lands, sell the lands, different dimensions, fine. You've got rarities and influence, so you've got just the 10 mythical lands in the middle. I'm not sure how that works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I get 8 lands. How are you getting 10? I guess it could be 2, right? So 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. But that'd make it a 4, 3. Wouldn't be a square. I don't know how they're working that one out. Then you've got legendary lands, the epic lands, the rare lands, and the common lands around the outside. So you can, there's only going to be 10 mythical lands. Who knows what they'll go for, like 20 grand or something. It's just a game, people. It's a game. You can't do anything with it. And then the further out you go, the less value they have, to some degree. Because they generate less things from this point in the middle. Not 100% sure how that works, but there's a dark portal in the middle, 0, 0. That's the source of in-game currency, Shadow Dimes, and then however close you are to those, the more you're giving out by being in the middle there. So then, in terms of what you can do on a piece of land, you got these things. So you own it, rent and earn, so you can enable card borrowing, so that's going to ease some of the difficulties in getting some of these early cards. You can farm NFTs, don't know how that will work, hopefully more exciting than Alien Worlds, and you just push a button and see what happens, and you get a share of things that are going on your land. You can build, so I don't know what items are going to be, but items, craft clothes, I mean, craft clothes for what? Who knows? But craft weapons, get quests, so different things to... You can, I guess you can build like little workshops on there that do different things. You can explore, complete quests, do adventures, beat portals, or beat portal beasts, don't know what the difference is there. And you can upgrade cards, so that will be the different sockets and stuff, I guess, going on there. As well as... is that same as building? Oh no, you need these in order to create these. And summon minions, don't know what that does. Then the economy side of things. So Shadow Dimes, in-game currency. Again, how that kind of filters out, not 100% clear, but that's how it's coming out. So 100 BLN, what's a BLN? Oh, 100 billion. Dope. SDMs will be provided with this distribution. Fine, so you could stake stuff for 20 million. No, 20 billion, sorry. 30 billion, 50 billion. You get stuff from play to earn, so play to earn will let you how you get these things. And again, what the special buildings do, still unknown. Here's how they see it working. There's the pool, right? So if you own the land, you get out from the pool, kind of the owning land, you can develop the land, so that's just a circle. Your shadow diamonds can be used to buy cards for your deck, which can then be used to PvP battles. I don't know if you're going to have to ante stuff up or not. Who knows? Then the landlords. So the main idea is to make your land as attractive as possible. So I presume you'll be able to do things like set percentages for activities on your, make it 2% instead of 3% for people using your blacksmith, stuff like that. Make it more, what's the word? Well, in terms of capitalism, right? Supply demand. If you make yours cheaper, other people either have to follow or not. Players. So here, deck with five cards. A deck with 5 cards. I mean, that doesn't seem like a lot of cards, but choose your land, make your deck the best cards you have, and go trust your luck. Okay, it'll be interesting to see how it works. In terms of what those adventures are. Then the game that we've all been playing. So PvP battles, just like it is, but taking place on somebody's land, and you have to pay them a percentage. Don't know how it works. Again, is it ante-based? You're going to have to ante things up every time, because I'm not 100% sure. If that ends up being like, mobile game energy, not interested. And then some further things that you could do on land. So expedition, every weekend Dark Country owners can open the portal to the centre of the map within the land by paying shadow dimes. Each level of the difficulty and entry price increases, being farm the same level multiple times, and beat the portal. Again, don't know what that's going to be, but that's like their roguelike campaigns, I assume. You go in, you see what happens, and you can replay it and repeat it. Then passive player versus enemy activities are available. So you build a deck, that's that 5 card deck, I think. Send them on short quests to see what happens. And the more cards you have, I guess, the quicker you can send things, because if you've only got 1 mythic, if you've got 5 mythics, you send them all off. It's only every 3 days you could do that. Quests, I mean, I don't know what quests are yet. The amount of food for a quest depends on the length. Pay with food generated in your home city. Don't know what that is. Get rewards. Card leasing, so I guess if you've got a lot of cards, well, I don't know, I presume other people can lend on your land and you just take a percentage off it. I guess it works like a marketplace. Let's say they pay 10, the marketplace takes 2% of it or something for those. Landlords have the opportunity to make and apply changes to their existing cards and buff their heroes deck for better quest performance. So I presume that that's different from the PvP cards and how that's going to work. But if you buff one in for PvE, can you still use it for PvP? Who knows? And then still got the card game going on there. So I mean, yes, it says a lot. No, I don't know much. Until I see what it means for each. Until I know what the cost of these are. Like if the absolute cheapest bit of land's like $3,000 dollar bills or something, then I mean, it's just a game, right? I'm not paying that. But someday I'll pay it, so fine, fair play to you. We'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, there's a lot. They've obviously thought about this quite a bit. I'd like to see it in action. I'd like to understand the economy a bit more before getting into whether it's worth doing or not. I mean, I don't have any heroes. Maybe I should get some, but again, they've got to. They're either going to have to reissue some of these, or make them rentable if they want people to play around heroes. But anyway, that's there. You can read it. makes more sense to you if you go through it a few times, no doubt. And we'll look forward to some more updates, because there's still announcements for partnerships to come. Again, I presume that's around Flow, and but there's still some other sort of big name to be attached to it somewhere. But we'll find out more as they release more. So until next time, this is NFT Decree signing off.